Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yokeman here and welcome back to another episode of this Barcelona Master League episode number 2. In today's episode, we're going to take on Valencia in the second leg of the Spanish Super Cup, I think it is. We're also going to sim our first league match and maybe play against Atletico Madrid. I haven't decided yet. We're going to do a lot of transfer business in this one, so we might just play Valencia and then see what the simulation is like, because I want to simulate quite a few games in this one and play quite a few games to progress the I suppose, Master League on a little bit quicker. That looks really good, that picture there in the centre of Rodrigo and ter Stegen. First of all, let's try and do some business before we go into this first game, and we need to list some new players. So with Luis Suarez going to Atletico Madrid, it only makes sense that we actually add Luis Suarez to the list. As well, unfortunately for me, as much as I would love to keep him here, because I really was looking forward to using Nelson Semedo, he has now completed his move to Wolves, so we will let Nelson Semedo go as well. So it does mean that we do now need to look for a new right back. We definitely need a striker and we need some central midfield players. They're not going to go instantly. We're going to have them for the next match, but we're now going to have to really overhaul this team, which is going to take a little bit of work. I'm going to start looking now progressively through certain different players and player types. I'm actually going to scour the Brazilian leagues a little bit because we might find some great gems there and maybe freshen up the team a little bit. Like the starting 11 is very strong. The players that we bring in don't necessarily have to be at that level, but I think one player we're definitely going in for is, of course, Gini Wijnaldum, linked heavily with Barcelona in real life. I don't know if that deal will actually get done, but we are going to make it possible. We're going to sign Gini Wijnaldum. I'm excited to have him, actually. He's a very decent player, so let's start the negotiations, see what they want. 36 million. The club is resistant in parting with one of their key players. Continuing the negotiations will be an uphill struggle. Well, it will not, because we do have a lot of money and we will chuck it at him. He's positive about signing. I do want a bigger release clause than that because we're paying a lot of money. But what we'll do is we'll just give him some perks in order to make him sign with that release clause. And the transfer fee, I'm not too picky about. I would have preferred a release clause. Let's go up to like 43 million for now. So another player I'm pretty positive on us signing is Memphis Depay. I think he's a fantastic player, a brilliant talent. I've liked him for a long time. Terrible move at Man United, but he's been fantastic for Lyon and the national side for the past few years. So we're going to go in for him, 26-year-old Hull player. I think he could play where Suarez was playing quite comfortably, and we have the ability to play him all across the front line. I feel like Barcelona like that in their strikers, a player who could play right, left, and in the centre. So this will be our opening offer for Memphis Depay. He doesn't, apparently, think he's convinced that the role of the club is the right one for him. I don't know. I think we'll be able to take care of that. I don't think it's going to be a big issue. Obviously, they're resistant again because he's a key player, so it'll be interesting to see if we can get him in or if they're going to force us to pay an extreme amount of money. I think 47 million, though, for Memphis Depay is pretty cheap, so I'm willing to go way higher than that if the need is there. But yeah, let's see if we can get him in. I think it'd be fantastic if we could. Unfortunately, the usual. He's going to have a release clause when he joins us. Obviously, I think once they've been at the team for a little bit, you can renegotiate a new contract and they're more open to like moving the release clause up. But 32 million of a release clause when he just joins for us is a bit ridiculous, but it is what it is. So my next move for this team is going to be bringing in Denzel Dumfries from PSV. He's an offensive fullback, so will definitely fit our system. And I'm a big fan of the guy here at PSV. I've been following him for a little while now, and he's improving and progressing. I think he'd be a great signing for us here at Barcelona. Already 81 rated, 24 year of age, and key, he's an offensive fullback, which is what we're looking for. So it looks like the deal for Denzel will be pretty easy because he does have a release fee of 12.4 million. So we're going to pay that. We're going to try and get him in instantly. It looks like I might have rubbed him up the wrong way by opening up his release clause for us, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. Let's try and sign him. I think he's going to be a good right back for us. I think a good option. And already, this will be 3 players that we've not actually spent that much money on, so we could still make a huge marquee signing if we wanted to. So also another right back we're going to go in for here is Norwich City's Max Aarons. They've been linked with him in real life, and I think he'd be a great signing for us. He's a young one for the future, but definitely bringing in 2 top offensive right backs is a good decision for us right now. So let's get Max Aarons into the team as well. So this will be the offer going in for Max Aarons is 21.6 million. The weekly salary and stuff isn't much of an issue. Hopefully we sign him. Obviously they're resilient. They don't want to let him go. That doesn't matter. We're going to try and sign him. I think Norwich maybe pushes for more money than that, but it's okay. I'm accepting of that. I think at 72 rated already, I think he's going to improve massively. I think Max Aarons could be a great player for us. So another player we're going to look to bring in with that Brazilian flair is Rafinha. I've followed him for a few years now, back to when he was at Sporting. Massive fan of him. Very tricky winger. Prolific in this. He's good at dribbling. 24 years of age. 81 rated already. He can play right, left, all across the centre. Okay, fairly decently. So we're going to go in for him. I think he'll be another good signing for us as well. So this is going to be the offer for Rafinha. We're going to pay his release clause and the wages and stuff. Again, it says it looks like we might have rubbed him up the wrong way. I don't know. I'm just going with it. We'll see what we could do with the negotiations. I'm not too sure on how the negotiations work too much in this game because they're a little bit funky, but we're hopefully going to get all these players in. And I think that'll strengthen us massively moving forward. So this is going to be the lineup for the next game against Valencia. We didn't have time to get any of the players in, but this is how key it is to get these players in. This is our reserves. And I mean, PK isn't up for today's game, neither is Pjanic. But then if we look at the rest of them, because Nelson Semedo's not going to be there, they're not very strong in terms of rating. We're very weak. And then the bench, again, is not the strongest. There's some, we've got Manje on 70, Trincao, obviously, he's going to progress. Chumi, hopefully, will progress as well, and Rui Pug. But at the same time, it's not a very strong bench. Not for Barcelona. There's no difference makers there on the bench, apart from the key man, Martin Braithwaite. And obviously, Dembele, I think, will progress and be a fantastic player if he can stay fit. This is going to be the team we're facing off against today. A very strong Valencia side, playing 4-4-2 again. Let's remember, the first leg was 2-2. I don't know if away goals count, but they got 2 of them. Let's see what we could do in the game against them today, though. Well, here we are, and what a stadium it is, the Camp Nou. And this is the situation today, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2-2. We need to win this one. First silverware, and we wouldn't want to lose the Super Cup to Valencia. A team that is going through a tough time themselves, obviously, in this patch. They still have all their best players. But we can't be losing this one, sorry, at home. We were away in the first leg, and we managed to get 2 away goals. Potentially, don't know if away goals work in this one, but we'll find out. The presentation of this, for me, is absolutely superb. I'm excited to see what we could do here. They are playing what sounded like the Champions League tune there for a second, but obviously not. It must be Barcelona's music as they usually come out. Luis Suarez still in the team for today's game, but his days are numbered. Also, we need to list Arturo Vidal, as he has just recently signed for Inter Milan. And we'll list him as well. So you can see why we need to bring in a lot of players, because a lot of our best players and 2 of our main players in the starting lineup will not be at the club, hopefully by the end of this transfer window. And that's not good for us. Come on, Messi. We need you today. You need to be big in this one. Well, the big occasions call for the big players. Let's see what our big players can do today. They're going to have to be special. We're going to have to be special, because this Valencia side was fantastic in the last match. There was a real struggle for us to deal with. And we're going to have to show some focus and some concentration in today's game, because the last time we played them wasn't great. I thought I'd put more lift on that. Would have been a brilliant ball to Suarez, who's won it back, actually. Sergio Roberto, I do see Griezmann in there all on his own. Does get his head on it, but it doesn't go into the back of the net. Good opening bit of play, though. Now they'll get that to Ferran Torres, Dani Parejo. We have to be careful. Carlos Soler is a midfielder I am tracking, and someone who I really do want as he goes clean through. And well said by ter Stegen. Yeah, I think Carlos Soler could be someone who's very good for us. Young, good Spanish talent. And I'd like to pick him up, but Rodrigo got the wrong side of us there, and Soler and Umtiti didn't know what to do. Oh, we might have a run in here for Suarez. I'm going to pull that back. What can we do with it? I'll play it to Sergio Roberto, who will find Messi in a dangerous position. They're giving room to shoot, and there he is, Messi. 1-0 Barcelona, and a goal to Lionel Messi. And we needed that. I needed him to be big today. I need him to be good for us. He's the captain. He's going to have to be fantastic. He's going to have to realise that at least for this season, he's still going to have to carry this team to a degree while we bring in the correct players around him to help the team grow and him finally get that Champions League he wants. But he may be lifting a trophy here today if we keep on playing like this. I mean, they had a great opportunity early doors. I just saw the defence here as we made the move forward. Messi calls for the ball here in this situation. He wants it, and the defence have parted. There's so much room for him to get that shot off. And he's going to score in that scenario every time. Well, a good start to this second leg. 1-0 already. But we went 2 up, I believe, in the first leg. And it didn't end that way. It finished 2-2. So we have to be cautious. Defensively, we still are... well, we're not very good. Not very good defensively. Let's be honest with ourselves. Some titty goes crashing in there, but it's fine. We're not very good defensively. And that's something we need to fix over time by bringing in better defenders, potentially. Well, when I say better defenders, I mean it, because some titty so far hasn't shown me anything. And we're going to play against some massive sides in this series. Some difficult teams. I mean, we've got one in next episode. We play Atletico mid, Atletico Madrid in the next episode, and that's not going to be no easy game for us. Griezmann with the ball here, though, in a dangerous position, loses out to Ferran Torres. I do wish he'd already be at Man City for us, because he's going to cause problems. He caused problems in the first game, and I've got no doubt he'll do it again in this one. I just want to keep the ball, play good football now with Barcelona, and hopefully find a breakthrough. But we've got the lead here, so I don't need to push it too much. Sergio Roberto is going to try and find Luis Suarez. It wasn't really the ball he wanted. It needed to be more near post than it was far post. Oh, Rodrigo's been sent through. I didn't track him. Great goalkeeping there from ter Stegen. He had to be out very, very quick. And we know the problem is with Rodrigo, he does actually need a couple of opportunities, as he did in the last game. He needed a couple of chances before he found his feet and hit the back of the net. That's one of them. Let's not give them too many of them. Well, with how offensive we're playing, I'm going to make the tactical decision here to drop Busquets back and hopefully fill in that DM role a little bit better and a little bit more defensively, because the two strikers are causing me problems. Can we do it from the corner? We don't have the world's biggest players or tallest players. I don't know why I said the world's biggest players. So we'll play that ball straight back, and then we'll give it away to Rodrigo. That was terrible. Not where I was looking for that pass, and that is probably a reason why manual passing is used a lot on this game, as I use it there to find Jordi Alba, and he does keep the ball in the end, and Griezmann manages to fire the ball across, but it's nothing special. Yeah, I am potentially conscious about making the switch to manual. A lot of people have said that manual in Master League is really good, so I'm contemplating it. I don't know if we will do that or not. Langley is now completely out of position, and I don't want them finding Rodrigo well in. De Jong will give away a free kick because we're out of place. So I don't know if we'll move to manual or not. I do like the idea of it. I don't know if I'm skillful enough to play on manual, but people say it's probably the best way to play Master League. I think we're on pass assist 1 or whatever the base pass assist is at the start of the game. We're on all the base settings, so it's potentially something for us to play with. And someone also mentioned maybe dropping the speed down 1. Oh wow, that was all right from Gomez. Maybe drop the speed down 1, and that also improves the game pace to make it more realistic. We found ourselves in complete trouble again. Well in on Titi, and he will manage to get the ball away now. Suarez is going to find Griezmann, who will be able to run at the defence, and I will run very quickly. Go on, Antoine. He's dangerous to deal with. They've got a problem here. He's going to pull it back. Lionel Messi, 2-0 Barcelona, just before half-time. And there we go. I think that could be game, set, and match. We look very good today. We look rampant. We look up for it here at home. And that'll make it 2-0. Leave your opinions down below, what you think about us going to potentially trying to learn manual. I've been told it's a way to play this game, but it would be a steep learning curve for me, I think. I'm going to try and add in some manual passes while I play the game and see how that works, like trying to do a bit of both. But there we go, Messi with a second goal today. And when you need him, he does it. And it was great work from Griezmann, though. I'm excited for both of those players in this series. Griezmann and Messi are going to be massive for us. So real shame so far, because I've actually really enjoyed using Vidal, but obviously he's not going to be at the club. And it's daunting now thinking about how I replace this midfield, because there's quite a bit of midfield I need to replace now when you think about it. We were already short in that position. Griezmann's going to pull that. Oh, that's beautiful play. Messi, it's too late. Too late on the offside. Good football from us, though. Yeah, when you think about it, we already knew we needed a lot of central midfielders, and Wijnaldum will definitely help plug that gap. But now I'd probably need at least another 2. I'm probably going to look for younger central midfielders that are going to be up and coming. But I genuinely don't know who we're going to go in for, because we're losing. Like, Vidal probably wouldn't have played every game, but he's a good enforcer. And are we going to give up a goal here? We might do. I've gone in. I've given away the penalty. And this could be a red card here for Sergio Roberto. And this could flip the game completely on its head here before half-time. I genuinely think he's going to get a red here for this one. The referee's ushering the players away. It's going to be a red card, is it? No, it's not. He's not going to get anything. And I don't know. Rush of blood there. Rush of blood. See what we could do from the penalty. Giving them away straight back into this. We're going to go to the right. Should have gone to the left. My initial mindset was go to the left. And we went to the right. Valencia at half-time are right back in it. God, these games against Valencia are going to be wicked this year. 2-1. This is one for the neutral. Well, the Spanish Super Cup just keeps giving because it's 2-1 again here, and as much as we went 2 goals up in the first leg, Valencia pegged us back, and they pegged us back just before half-time. I mean, I think it would have been a goal if we hadn't put the tackle in anyway, and we keep the man on the pitch. But yes, 2-1. We need to find another one for me here now. Nervy times all of a sudden in this match. It seemed cruise control for the start of it. Well, let's see what we could do in this second half. And we've struggled to deal with the 2 up top from Valencia consistently for the entirety of this match. They've caused me problems. And I don't see that changing anytime soon in this second half, as they're going to get an early opportunity there with Rodrigo, and he goes close. He's getting closer and closer. Remember, he was the man that scored the goal to bring them back into this leg. We need a second goal now. Defensively, we are not good at all. We're struggling with 2 up top. I do think we blocked him off a little bit there, though. That made it difficult for him. Managed to get the knockdown there for Suarez. And if Griezmann is onside, this is dangerous. Griezmann, he's got to finish it. He's got to finish it. I went with a finesse on the outside of the foot, and he doesn't put it in the back. Oh, wow. Well in, Vidal. Oh, he just took too heavy of a touch. Oh, that was really unlucky, but it's end-to-end stuff now, as Valencia now will move forward with Rodrigo, and he does Lenley again. Every time Rodrigo has turned Lenley, it's becoming a bit of a problem, to be honest with you. I'm not seeing the joy of having Lenley in this team, because every time Rodrigo goes for the ball, he does Lenley. And now we have a situation like this, where the ball is in the bottom corner. Yeah, every single time. That's been a common occurrence now of this game. And it's a little bit of a worry moving forward. Umtiti's been fairly strong, to be fair to him. But yeah, Lenley not looking great. I don't know how well he's rated in real life, but I always thought he was a fantastic player, but he's not feeling like it in this save so far. I tried to find Messi again, the main man, but I couldn't. And now De Jong will be out of position and they will be able to counter-attack. And again, Rodrigo against Lenley is proving to be the worst scenario. I may bring on PK here. I'm going to look for a willing runner in Lionel Messi, and they've left him wide open. Messi scores. He's not going to miss it. It's 3-1. Oh, that could be it in this game now. That really could be it. We've got the third we definitely needed, because Valencia have been nothing but threatening for this entire match. But Lionel Messi, when we needed him, has a hat-trick today. He will be walking away with a match ball. What a fantastic goal. I must admit, his character model in this game is superb. I love the tattoos. Pep there, back at Barcelona, very happy on the sideline. Great ball from Suarez, and that's something we're going to be losing. Look how much room Messi had. It was always going to be a goal. The keeper didn't stand a chance. And what fantastic front play from Luis Suarez. He's onside as well. Perfectly timed run. Oh, that's beautiful. So, substitution time. Lenley's actually going to come off for Chumi. Let's see what he can do, because Lenley's had some problems, and the man, the myth, the legend, the superstar Martin Braithwaite is going to be on the pitch for us instead of Suarez. Suarez is absolutely knackered. He's done what he needed to do today. That assist there to Messi, all important. It's time to make the change. And I see Martin Braithwaite in a dangerous position already. But he's not an idiot. He knew he couldn't score from there. I'm going to bring it on the inside with Griezmann and do absolutely nothing. Maybe I should have taken the shot with Braithwaite there. Let's see defensively what we could do now. Obviously, I've got Busquets staying back a lot more, playing that DM role, as you can see there, as he wins a header. He's been a lot better since we went to that switch, and Chumi will bring that down nicely, actually. But Rodrigo will put in the tackle, which will win as a free kick. Maxi Gomez now getting himself in a dangerous position. The ball goes across to Rodrigo, and of course I'm nervous. He scored a header last time we played against them. Oh, they've given me too much room, and they may have given Martin Braithwaite too much room. They have given Martin Braithwaite too much room to finish the game off. Oh, the keeper came out quickly. He doesn't quite have the same control, Martin Braithwaite, as Messi. But it was a great ball from Griezmann, and he is in here, but the keeper's out really quick. Maybe I should have tried to chip it. I tried to place it in the corner. Unfortunately, he makes a massive save there that still keeps Valencia in this game. At 3-1, it is not over. They're still causing us problems. Jordi Alba out. Dangerous position. I'm going to lift that one up. Vidal down to Braithwaite. Griezmann! Oh, the keeper saves it. The keeper saves it and keeps them in it again. De Jong now trying to move that ball back to Griezmann, but nothing will come from it. And they can counter it. We need to be cautious. Here we go. The counter is on for them. I see the runners. Chumi. Oh my God, what a tackle by Tumi. What a tackle. And if he's set through Griezmann, he doesn't have the passing capabilities to do that. But this is why we dropped Busquets in the hole. Oh, he's messed up those Busquets. Diakabi scored, and there is still time left in this one, and it is now 3-2 after a terrible mistake from Busquets. I don't know what he was doing there. He just grabbed the ball and kick it away. Diakabi now getting that goal makes it 3-2 on the night, and Tumi there did brilliant apart from the pass. And look at this, Busquets, you've got that covered. It's confusion at the back, and Diakabi scores at the near post. Well, the game is by no means dead and buried in this situation. It is still wide open. We still have the cushion though. But what you're going to remember is if it was away goals and they score another, they'd go through on away goals. Not us. Griezmann here, though. Dangerous position for Griezmann. They've scored 2 against us again. What can I do with Griezmann? Absolutely nothing. We give the ball away, and now they're in a dangerous position. We really need to be careful here. Oh, until he get to it to Stegen. Ooh. We're going to have a cautious last few moments here in this game, I think. They're playing very, very attackive, and we don't have enough men back, although we're going to have some room here for De Jong. Oh, I think they've made a mistake here. I think they've made a massive mistake. Griezmann will play that through. No, he won't. He's taken down. Surely that's a foul. It is not, apparently. And here we go again. Diakabi and Tumi cuts it out. Oh, he gives the ball away again, though. Busquets, some titty. Somebody get to it. To Stegen again. This is nervy moments. There are a couple of minutes left. Keep hold of the ball for as long as you want to Stegen. He does end up booting it out in the end. Up to Martin Braithwaite. Can we bring this down with Braithwaite though? Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful to Messi. And we'll win a free kick. No, we won't. It's their free kick now. And there we go. We've done it. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. The first silverware in this competition. Look at Pep. He's back at Barcelona, and he's back with a trophy already. Fantastic performance from the captain today, Messi. Really couldn't have done that without him, but I've got to be honest with you. Fair play to Valencia. They made this a real tough game. 3-2 on the night, 5-4 on aggregate. What a match. And we do win the game though, and that's all that matters. And the performance from our key man, Mr. Messi, is all that matters there. Defensive issues, clearly. Lenley there was done all night long by Rodrigo. Busquets played really well when we put him to DM, but a few mistakes there towards the end of the game nearly cost us it, because he made the mistake that let Diakabi in. But there we are. Celebrations. Tumi getting to be a part of his first celebrations at Barcelona, I imagine, in a cup win. No trophy, though, which is a little bit sad. But 3-2 on the night. 5-4 in aggregate. That was a bloody good game, that was. Well, guys, what a match for the opening game of this season. Well, the opening game of this series more than anything. 5-4 against Valencia. We've now seen what Valencia are going to be like for the entirety of this season. They are fantastic going forward. Obviously, defensively, the same as ourselves, not very good, but going forward, they were very, very good. Good victory, though. First trophy. Praise the Lord. So we do have some negotiations back, and I think by this, it means that they all want to be given more money. I can't remember the starting fee. Some of them were release clauses, but I think everyone is going to sign for us. So that's Wijnaldum in. That's a good signing so far. This will be Depay in. Oh, no, it won't be Depay in. What do they want me to do? Have they rejected it? The negotiations have broken down. Oh, that's a shame. The players' representative has come back with their terms. They are asking us to increase their weekly salary. So that's Rafinha. We'll increase that and sign Rafinha. Not a problem. So that's Rafinha in. So we're going to have to go in back in for Memphis Depay. The players' representative has come back for Denzel Dumfries. Just a better wage for him, I believe. What? I can't do that? Oh, wow. We don't actually have that much salary left. So let's sign Max Aarons for now. Can you not transfer that over then? Why have we got such a big transfer budget, but such a low salary budget? So we're going to have to hold off on Dumfries and Depay while I get more salary. That's extremely frustrating. Extremely frustrating. So apparently, there's no way to change this either. So we've just got such a huge transfer budget left, but the world's worst salary. So I've just taken a quick look at the club account balance and budget settings, and we genuinely cannot change it. So we're stuck with this salary. I'm a little bit dark, actually, in here today. I don't know why it's so dark. It's a bit grim up north. Yeah, so we're kind of stuck with the salary situation that we're in, which is really not good because we need more players, guys. We really need more players. This team is really short of players, and I can't bring any more in. And we can't bring Depay in at this stage. I can't bring in the players I want. So hopefully, we're going to have to hope that some players go out. Let's look at our players and how big their salaries are and actually how much money we'll get back from some of them. Okay, so looking at the salaries, we do actually pay quite a premium for players. Like Suarez will get us back the salary that we had at the start of this transfer window. Suarez goes 299,000, nearly 300,000 in salary. He'll bring back what we had for the entirety of the start of this save. So we are in luck if we can move on some of those players though. So we are paying a lot of high salaries for a lot of players here, actually. That's probably why we don't have much salary room. That does make this more difficult, though. I appreciate that, and I like that. But we actually need to move more players out before we can start thinking about signing new players. Nelson, Semedo, and Vidal won't make us too much, but there's still players that need to be moved out. It's the main team that is the issue, isn't it? It's clearly the main team and a couple of players. So if Suarez does go, that probably brings us enough salary to bring in at least another 3 or 4 players, probably 4 players, and then we'd be solid. So it kind of hinges now on Luis Suarez leaving the team. But yeah, so we do actually pay a premium for a lot of our players. And there's players in there like Busquets, who's now 32 and getting on a little bit, that maybe we should be paying that kind of money to. Obviously, Messi, not a problem. Griezmann, not a problem paying that. But yeah, there's a few players in there that we're paying a crazy amount of money that needs to stop. So here we go. It's time to introduce Gini Wijnaldum to the fans, I believe, or introduce him to the fans. Got a mannequin there with the Barcelona top on. I must admit, the Barcelona top looks very good this year. Sacrilege, I know. I prefer Real Madrid. But Gini Wijnaldum here in his press conference, first time at Barcelona. Hopefully he's going to be a key signing for us. He's one of the marquee ones, definitely, and going to be solid in centre midfield, and that is, once again, one of the scariest smiles I've ever seen. So, 3 new players in this episode so far. We've got Max Aarons here there in the Barcelona top, 76 rated right back. Only 20 years of age. Then we got Rafinha, the 24-year-old Brazilian right winger, but can play right and left. Prolific winger in the Barca top. And the big one, Gini Wijnaldum has joined Barcelona from just superstardom at Liverpool, and he looks decent in a Barca top as well. Hopefully he's going to be massive for us. We need that enforcer, that man in midfield that can get back in the defence but still do well going forward. We need that. I think he'll play very well alongside De Jong as well. De Jong on the left-hand side and Gini on the right. I think he'll look very good in our team. I'm excited to use him as well. I think he'll be a brilliant player for us. Still no transfer bids in for anyone, though, and that is a little bit worrying because if we don't sell anyone, mainly Suarez, it's not ideal. It's not what we wanted either because we wanted the players to go. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that now. So it's time for the first game of the season, guys, and instead of just skip, I'm going to look at this stuff, like what's this? Participant settings. So this is where you decide who plays on what side when playing a match with multiple users. Okay, we don't want that. So we are going to proceed to it in coach mode. We've not done a sim on this yet. Oh, Mario Icardi has signed for Atletico Madrid, and we play them as the first game in the next episode. That's not good news, is it? So let's proceed in coach mode and let's see what that is. I've not done this. Coach mode is where you take a management role, handling substitutions and deciding strategy rather than controlling players. Proceed. Let's proceed and see what coach mode's like. Okay, here is Pep, Gene up the side for the first game of the season. He's getting us all ready, fired up, and ready for this first game that we are going to sim, but he's getting us all ready for it nonetheless. So this is going to be the squad for today's game, and that will be their squad. I am going into this with coach mode and with an open eye to see what coach mode is. I've never heard of this, never tried it before on PES, so let's see what it's like and see if it's worthwhile for our sims or if it just makes sense for us just to skip the match and it's sim that way. But I like the idea that we're going to have some control over what happens in the sim. Okay, so we are starting this game in coach mode and seeing what coach mode is all about. I'm going to say coach mode as many times as possible, but this is interesting. So we still see all the intro stuff. We still see all these things. They're sponsored by Betfred. I love that. Mallorca. Fantastic. I love it. The stadium again looks absolutely beautiful. Wouldn't it be a lovely sight to see a stadium again full with fans? I think we were all expectingly waiting for that to happen. Let's see what happens in this. I've not... Coach mode. Let's see. So this is coach mode. And I can speed it up. This is... I mean, I'd like to be able to speed it up more, but this seems awesome. So we can watch the entire game here in coach mode at a higher speed, obviously, and see what happens. I wonder if I can change the game time, though, for coach mode. It'll be interesting to see how we play. I'm also going to be able to make subs, obviously, on the side. Now, the only problem is with coach mode here is it depends how long it takes for us to do a game. If it takes us a long time to do a game and to sim a game, then coach mode probably isn't a good option. But Antoine Griezmann opens the scoring here for Barcelona. And it'll be 1-0. Thank you very much. I don't know. Leave comments on what you think about the idea of us using coach mode or just instant sim. I kind of like the idea of it. But I think the biggest problem, as we can see here, is going to be how long it takes for us to do coach mode. I mean, we're only 15 minutes into the game. It's not going that fast. It's an awesome idea, though. I love this. I love the fact that this is something that they do in the game. We are winning here as well, which makes this a lot better. But, I mean, I can watch it in this manner. Oh, I can speed it up even more. Okay, this is brilliant. So we can go in and look when we score, and we can also play it in this manner, and this is far quicker. So maybe we play it like this. We sim the games in this way, like dots. It's like a little bit like Football Manager. Hopefully we'll get a victory today, though. I'm expecting a victory, obviously, from the guys. Jordi Alba, throw-in. Let's see what we could do from the throw-in. Griezmann, they recycle the ball. It's a very interesting way to sim things this way. And I'm intrigued to see how it goes. I mean, again, it's probably still not quick enough in terms of how long the sim will take. I don't know. I really would love to hear opinions on whether I think simming this way or just an instant skip will make the episode move along a lot quicker. So I've been able to go in there now and edit it and make a few subs. We've made 3 substitutions. And I think what we'll do is I can definitely sim it this way and then just bring you when something happens, when a goal happens. I think that's probably the best way to do it. I mean, it gives me a little bit more of an interactive experience when simming it. So if you guys are playing it and you like to still have some control with the simulation, or you're not really happy with the way the simulation actually works, we scored again. Fantastic. I should have returned to pitch for that. You're not really happy with how the simulation works. You can come to this level. You can watch the game and watch the simulation that way. And then I can just chime in when something big happens, when we score, or when there's a major decision, and just bring you the result more than anything. I think this is probably going to be the way we do it, because I like still having control over what's happening. I still feel like I've got some level of control in substitutions as well and what players get used. I do like this. This is good. People may think it's not quick enough, it's not accessible enough, the game doesn't go along quick enough, which I can get that. It's not a really fast simulated process. It's going to take you 10 minutes to sim a game, as Trincao goes close there. It's going to take you 10 minutes to sim a game. But I'm kind of okay with that. I like to have that level of control. Well, it looks like it's going to be full time any moment now. Just a corner coming in, and it'll come to absolutely nothing. What I must admit as well is while watching this, the CPU physics are pretty decent. The way they play the game is actually a pretty decent game of football. So I think we've found our way to simulate games. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Trincao getting himself a goal in his first appearance in the league, and Griezmann scoring early on made it a little bit easy for us there. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. And a good game, a good victory for us in the opening day of the season. So Lionel Messi, as per usual and as expected, wins Europe's Best Player Award. Look at him, he's very happy, and he's very happy with the new coaching and ownership of Barcelona. I am the new president. Pep Guardiola is the new manager. Right, guys, so we have actually received a negotiation from Napoli for Luis Suarez. Now, I am going to ask for a little bit more money here, obviously, because why not? But I'm not going to ask for too much more. I'm just going to ask for 15, and we're going to get him off the books for the salary. Transfer budget-wise, we've got tons and tons of money. We're absolutely fine. We need him to leave the club in order to give us that 300k in salary. Then we will be okay to go in for the players we want. As you can see, I was looking earlier as well. We actually only have one player out on loan. So unfortunately, Fati just isn't in the Barcelona squad, which to me seems really weird because they're definitely licensed because the Camp Nou is in the game. So I don't understand why Fati isn't in the team. And we only have one player out on loan, which is a shame, which can't be right because I don't know where Carlos Elena and stuff is. Let's have a full look at this. Is there any other players out there on loan? And it's saying there isn't, but there definitely is. But it's only showing me the one. It's only showing me Emerson. But we know that Carlos Elena was on loan and other players. So we'll find that out at the end of the season anyway. But we've done good business in this episode. Wijnaldum, Rafinha and Aarons. And obviously, if we can get Suarez off the books, then we can do great business in the next one. We'll definitely bring in Memphis Depay and Denzel Dumfries. And then I think the search will be on for more midfielders to help out Gini and maybe another top centre-back. Because when we look at it, I'm not really happy with the players that we can put in there at centre-back. We've got Umtiti, Chumi obviously a youngster, Arajo a youngster as well, and then we've got, apart from Umtiti, we've got PK and Langley, already I'm not overly sold on, and PK is getting on a little bit, and you can't just have 3 rotation centre-backs. We need another solid centre-back. So the Champions League group stages have been decided. Barcelona have been drawn against Chelsea, Marseille and Rangers. So not the world's easiest group, but again, 2 great games against Chelsea, and that one will be fantastic. But as Barcelona, we should get through this group fairly comfortably, and that'll keep Messi happy. Right, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode of this FC Barcelona save. I think we're going to look and aim with the Barcelona save for maybe 2 to 3 a week. It depends on how the workflow goes. We're doing daily episodes of Spurs. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's on the channel page. Subscribe if you want to. You know what I mean? Hit the like button if you fancy it. Just do it, please. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. But yeah, I think we're going to look at 2 to 3 a week. It depends on how much I can get done. Over the weekend, we do a podcast, so I watch every single game of football in the Premiership over the weekend. Which doesn't give me that much time, actually, on a Saturday and a Sunday. Basically, at this stage, because every single game is on TV, it gives me no time. So I'm going to aim for at least, it'll definitely be 2 a week. I'd love to get 3 a week out there, though. And I am enjoying the series so far. I'm enjoying this Barcelona team, and I'm enjoying the difficulty of actually being a team that's this good, but we actually need to make a lot of changes in order to have the depth for us to move forward, because the team actually, with the expectation that we should have for the squad, isn't good enough. And I'm happy now that we've found that sim. I like that. So in the next episode, we will play against Atletico Madrid. We will probably sim against Rangers and play against Celta Vigo, and then maybe sim the other game after that and see how we get on. Again, I want to move this one forward a lot more. My focus isn't to play every game in this one. It's to move the series forward a little bit more and rebuild this Barcelona side. But I definitely want to play that Atletico Madrid game. They look very, very strong. They're going to be difficult to deal with. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Take care. I appreciate you watching this episode. If you're new around there, you know what I mean. Smash subscribe. There's going to be tons of Master League content on this channel. Go and check out the other series. I appreciate you all. I hope you're all staying safe. And I'll see you in the next one.